Hello guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. I forgot what day it was. It is about almost 5:30. We're leaving in about 5 minutes for football practice. Yeah, so gonna leave in about 5 minutes. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Guys, tonight we've got Pretty Little Liars, which, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about, but I'm actually really upset because Matthew won't be home until like 9 o'clock tonight because of football practice. And so I can't literally go on like any social media at all until he gets home and we can watch it. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm dying. I'm literally dying. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But yeah, we have that again, not until 9 o'clock, which is frustrating me so much. So it probably won't even really be 9:30 till we actually watch it. Oh, I'm so upset. I wish his coach would have pushed it back until Wednesday. They started full day practices. I'm so selfish. Anyways, guys, yeah, we're gonna go ahead to Jack's football practice, which is at the high school too, and then we'll see Matthew also there when we leave, like we did most likely yesterday. So yep, that's where we're headed now. Guys, we got done watching Pretty Little Liars, and honestly I might cry because it was not what I wanted in a season finale. I feel like it was, and I'm not going to try and spoil it for anybody, it was insanely rushed is my best analysis of it. And it was not at all what I had envisioned it being. And just to give you guys a little bit of background, those of you who don't watch Pretty Little Liars and have no clue what I'm talking about, won't know anything about what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, though, here's my thing. I was expecting the show to be not like the books, okay? I was just assuming that the format was going to kind of be the same. So, for those of you that don't know, basically the first 4 Pretty Little Liars books came out. Then the 5th book was actually the prequel to that, and it was told in Courtney, Allie's twin sister, who doesn't have anything to do with the show. I think it's Courtney. Don't quote me on that. It was a while since I've read the books. I haven't read all of them. That was the only one I actually finished. It was the prequel, and I read the prequel before the first 4 books, which didn't spoil it, so it doesn't matter anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry guys. I had to let the dogs in and out. And so, alright, I forgot what I was saying. Something about Pretty Little Liars, the books. Anyways, guys, so yeah. So anyway, I read the prequel, which is the 5th book written in the series. So I read that one first, and so I was kind of assuming that the format was going to be the same as the books a little bit. It was going to be the story as we all know it, and then this season finale was going to reveal who A is. Now, I wasn't expecting the whole entire story. I mean, I did, but from what I've seen in the past, I didn't expect it to be the actual whole story, which it pretty much was. It was pretty much the entire reveal. And I was not expecting it to be that way. I mean, I guess it's just what I was expecting, It's like if you're expecting, cupcakes and somebody brings you a pie, obviously it's different than what you actually end up having. And so I guess I was just expecting like this next series, or next part to this season, because they're halfway through this season. It's not actually the end of the season. Then the next part they said they're doing is the 5 years in the future part, which I was like, okay, that's fine. But what I was expecting, I guess, a little bit more was that what is going to be that next 5 years is actually like indulging in the story and actually getting it from A's point of view, which it wasn't. And I feel like, honestly, too, it was really, really easy. Like, I had already, I threw this up in the air so many times. I was like, oh, this, honestly, how it ended was one of the first theories that I had, and I was like, that's too easy. They wouldn't do something like that. I was like, this whole thing has been about testing, you know, testing everybody and all the fans and stuff like that. I was like, they wouldn't do something that easy. And so I guess that's why it's disappointing to me, is because I thought it was going to be a lot more suspenseful, I guess, too. And I just felt like, too, there were several, like, cheesy parts and, like, cliches in this season finale that were, like, you didn't really even need to have in there. Like, there's a bomb thingy. Again, hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler, but it was really stupid. Like, it wasn't suspenseful, because I'm sitting there going, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, you know, it just, I didn't expect it at all, and I didn't even really get it either, as to, like, what they were doing. But I don't even know either. It didn't even answer some of the questions, like, what actually happened to A. Like, they don't show A being, like, hauled off in a squad car, like, arrested or anything like that. I mean, there's cops at the end, so that's what you'd assume, right? But it didn't close in enough. I don't know. I feel like they rushed it too much in this 1 hour. I feel like it needed to be like a 2-hour season finale, or that it needed to, like, they should go back and actually tell it from A's perspective of how this whole thing happened, because it's kind of what they were trying to get at in this episode, like doing little flashbacks here and there. But I feel like they needed to indulge a little bit more and maybe do like four or five episodes in the next series actually, like, telling it from A's point of view, instead of, like, because you can't feel sympathy, if that makes sense either, like, for A, because it's supposed to be a sympathy kind of thing, I guess. Like, you're supposed to feel bad for, not bad for A, I guess, but you are. And I don't feel like I got to feel that emotion. That's what it was trying to convey. I feel like, and I don't know, guys, maybe it's because, like, I don't even know, I'm not a writer or anything like that. I just feel like this is what was they were trying to come across as. What's her name? Marlene King, the writer and producer. I think she's writer and producer, maybe. But I feel like that's what it was trying to convey, and it didn't get that feeling to me, which is, I think, sympathy for A, and you don't feel that really, because I feel like it's too rushed. And so, I mean, I'm excited because it looks like there's a little bit of a twist in this next part of the season, but I feel really let down. And it's weird because, like, last season's finale, when they just revealed the name and everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid, I was like, I totally understand where they're coming from. I was like, they can't reveal the whole thing all in one episode. And that's why I even said that too. If you guys go back and watch that episode, I think I said those exact words. I was like, I don't know why people are so upset. Like, you can't be upset because they can't reveal everything to you in one episode, and then they actually did that. And that's why I'm like, that was really dumb, because that's not what I expected, and that's not what I wanted. And that's, I felt like, because they were giving you this little hint here, and then, you know, they kind of, like, I was expecting it to be like, oh my gosh, you see the face at the end, and now you have to put it together over the summer, and I think it starts up again in winter or something like that. And so I was assuming that that's what was happening here, and it isn't what's happening. And so, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of my I don't know, I just feel very, like, let down. And it's weird because throughout the whole thing, when everybody else is like, I'm done, you know, like, everything on Twitter and stuff like that, and, like, my brother, like, I think, honestly, he was kind of, like, a little checked out probably a season and a half ago. He was kind of like, oh, I don't really know. He was like, it just seems like it's the same stuff over and over. And I was like, yeah, but, you know, it'll be more interesting. I don't know. Anyway, though, he was kind of, like, checked out. And I was like, oh, like, you know, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to leave you these little hints to kind of build up to it. And I felt like there was this build up. And, like, I don't even feel like there was really a build up. It was just kind of like they just told it to you black and white, and, like, straight up told it to you, and you're like, what? That's kind of how it left me feeling. Got me feeling like, what? Because, I don't know, guys, it's almost 11 o'clock or midnight, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I don't know, I just feel a little let down, a little disappointed. I mean, I'm a bit excited again for this next. It looks like there's a tad bit of a twist in it, maybe. I mean, it's a 5-year in the future thing, but it feels a little bit more interesting. Not interesting, but something. It feels like something different a little bit, and it's kind of the same premise though. It's still, they're still being tortured. I don't know, something like that. But I don't know. I'm feeling a little disappointed. I don't know though. I can always go back and like watch it all over again and then not feel as disappointed, I guess. But I don't know, it's still gonna end the same. So, and it's still gonna end with no suspense. So yeah, but I was like, I told Matthew, I was like, maybe we should just read the Pretty Little Liars books, because they won't end the exact same way as the show did. Has been talked about several times, and although I kind of know a little bit-ish how it, not how it ends, but like I said, I read the prequel before I actually read the real books, so I know a little bit of some of the things as to what happened in the books that are different from the movie, obviously, or from the show. So yeah, anyways though guys, I'm gonna go to bed. I don't even know really what else to say about Pretty Little Liars right now. It's just going to take a little bit of time to sink in, I think. But there was no bombshell like that, oh my gosh moment, you know, like an OMG moment. But there was no OMG moment in this episode whatsoever. It was too predictable for me. Sorry. Anyways guys, I'm gonna go to bed. If you guys did enjoy today's vlog though, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So bye guys. Totally forgot to tell you guys, yesterday I ordered my food dehydrator. I don't think I told you guys this yet. I ordered my food dehydrator. My dad actually needed the armbands for football, so they're like the play bands thingies. You people who know about football know what I'm talking about. You know, the wristbands with the plays on them, so he had to buy some of those in it. So I was like, he was like, oh, I'll get them at Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was like, they're too expensive. You can get a 10-pack on Amazon for $55, so they're $5.50 each. So I was like, it's a lot better than $10 each at Dick's Sporting Goods. So he was like, okay. So I ordered that, and I was like, well, you know what, since I'm on here, I just gave my dad the cash and had him pay for the food dehydrator I was buying anyway. So with tax, it was $203 or $204, I think, but there was some change left over after that. It was like 97 cents or something crazy like that. So I think it was $204 I ended